Pavilion. At this moment, Jade Consort slightly smiles. Old senior, I have other matters to attend to and must take my leave first. Lu Shou slowly stands up and says one word. Wait, what advice does the old senior have? Have you ever seen Molly, the second princess consort? I have indeed seen her. However, Molly has always been introverted and doesn't socialize much. Please rest assured, old senior, my heart is with the emperor and I would never associate with them. Lu Shou does not speak. Instead, he looks at Nine Ben's river with his hands behind his back. Just then, a lazy voice comes from the top of Skylark Tower. Wow, even Jade Consort can be put in a spot. Old senior, Yun San is after all a person under Jade Consort. Without Jade Consort's support, how dare he covet the heavenly silkworm gloves? If not punished, it might damage the reputation of Evil Sky Pavilion. Ming Shireen expresses approval. It's rare for you to make sense. Evil Sky Pavilion has always been clear about grievances. Oh no, always clear about gratitude and grudges. With these words, the originally relaxed atmosphere suddenly becomes tense. Jian Aijian continues. Old senior, you have already seen through everything. Do you still wish to continue? At this moment, Jade Consort's face suddenly turns ugly, and Lu Shou does not speak, as if waiting for something else. Purple smoke begins to emerge from Jade Consort, and a familiar red lotus appears on her forehead. As the purple gas spreads around, the golden lotus on Jade Consort's forehead slowly dissipates. Her haggard appearance also gradually fades, and her disciples watch in surprise. I thought she was a powerful witchcraft cultivator, ready for a big battle, but the red lotus on Jade Consort's forehead faded away, and she became listless and fell into a coma. Jian Aijian, did you know she was being controlled all along? Hearing Ming Shireen's question, Jian Aijian chuckles. Yes, I have to act low-key. She could see everything here through Jade Consort's eyes. After all, I'm so outstanding. It would be bad if I were recognized. He does not directly reveal his identity as the third prince. Maidservants, soldiers, and Flowers and Moon Journey do not recognize Jian Aijian, thinking this suddenly emerging person must also be a demon from Evil Sky Pavilion. Otherwise, why would he be so shameless? Flowers and Moon Journey, shocked, speaks. Are you saying that Lady Jade Consort is being controlled? Jian Aijian glances at her dismissively. Nonsense. Jade Consort is not a cultivator, just an ordinary person, able to move freely in the palace, serving the most powerful man in the world today. If I were Molly, why would I miss such a good opportunity? Ming Shireen, puzzled, asks, since she is being controlled, why didn't they use Jade Consort to ambush us? Jian Aijian raises a finger to explain. First, Molly must have been seriously injured. Second, witchcraft released through a puppet can only unleash up to 60% of its power. Facing a powerful person like the old senior, she can only choose to retreat. Thus, she sought peace through Jade Consort, also to buy time for healing. In this way, Jade Consort is also a victim. Molly, with such a mindset and maliciousness, it's a loss she didn't join Evil Sky Pavilion. Upon hearing this, Duan Mushing and Lil Yuan immediately fix a murderous gaze on him. Seeing this, Jian Aijian quickly corrects himself. What I mean is, she ultimately takes the low road. This is called evil. The grand path is demonic. What are you standing around for? Take your Lady Jade Consort away. Take her back. Flowers and Moon Journey was about to turn and leave, but Jian Aijian said she couldn't go. Do you plan to go back to Molly and become her minion? Flowers and Moon Journey stands frozen in place. Lu Shou watches Jian Aijian intently, as if eyeing prey, and calls out his true name, Lu Chen. Jian Aijian, startled, shudders. I don't like to show off. Often it's a last resort, including this time. After showing off, Jian Aijian immediately regrets. Why be so loose-lipped? Showing off for no reason. This doesn't fit my style at all. The great demon with his keen insight had already noticed something amiss. He wouldn't intervene, yet it would still come to this point. Moreover, facing the number one great demon of the world today, along with three little demons, any one of them could take my life. Jian Aijian, with a chuckle and a shameless face, says, Old senior, my name is Jian Aijian. Lu Shou sits on the windowsill. You seem quite adept at making calculations to your advantage. Old senior, we're partners. Don't you think the outcome is quite good for both sides? I'm afraid it's not enough. Lu Shou briefly calculates. To capture Yun San, he used up 3 cage binding cards, which, although part of his stock, are now much more expensive as item cards have universally increased in price. Yun San only has the cultivation of the divine court realm, and merely capturing him does not reward any merit. Given the increasing difficulty of accumulating merit, this is a significant loss. Jian Aijian laughs awkwardly. I really can't be blamed for today's events. If anyone, you should blame your seventh disciple, Xie Yan. He's behind this series of events. Lu Shou speaks calmly. All I know is that you're the one who arranged this meeting with me. Jian Aijian inwardly flinches. All right, I've been outsmarted. However, I do have something that might make you feel a bit better. He then approaches Flowers and Moon Journey. Flowers and Moon Journey, I had originally planned to take you out of the palace and restore your freedom, but now let me give you a clear path. Join Evil Sky Pavilion. Ming Shireen dismissively says, no offense, but with her skills, she could maybe do menial tasks in Evil Sky Pavilion. Even Zhou Jifeng is stronger than her. Hearing this, Flowers and Moon Journey instantly feels challenged. She has been practicing in Luo sect since she was young, disliking swordsmanship, knife techniques, and fist fighting, but fell in love with archery. Her dedication turned her into the god archer of Luo sect. After leaving Luo sect, she joined the palace, serving till now and gradually building a reputation, becoming one of the 3 great archers of divine capital. However, due to her young age and lack of experience in battle, she was ranked 3rd. Menial tasks, I won't accept that. Provoked by these words, Flowers and Moon Journey's competitive spirit flares. So what if you don't accept? Wanna have a spar with me? Come on, I don't discriminate between men and women. Just don't cry if you get beaten. Ming Shireen waves a separation hook and taunts her. Seeing this, Flowers and Moon Journey steps back in fear. Once bitten, twice shy. She has already experienced this guy's methods. Jian Aijian then tries to smooth things over. Don't underestimate her. Flowers and Moon Journey has great talent in archery. It's just a pity she can't see people for who they truly are. If you want to join Evil Sky Pavilion, show them what you've got. Upon hearing this, Flowers and Moon Journey immediately refuses. I will not join Evil Sky Pavilion. I would rather return to the palace and be punished than join the path of demons. After hearing this, Jian Aijian sighs deeply. Believe me, the intrigues within the palace are far more complicated than those outside. Moreover, Jade Consort's witchcraft has been lifted, and Molly is a dangerous person. Do you plan to return to Luo sect? Flowers and Moon Journey looks at him with complicated eyes, feeling as though he knows everything. Who exactly are you? Who I am doesn't matter. Jian Aijian answers mysteriously. Before he could finish, Ming Shireen kicks over. Quit babbling. It's just a princely status. Get to the point and stop dawdling. Jian Aijian touches his behind. I am a prince. After all, show some respect. All right, I'll handle it. Flowers and Moon Journey widen their eyes in disbelief. You're a prince. Keep it down. Low profile. Jian Aijian gives an awkward smile, then pulls her aside to whisper a few words. After listening, Flowers and Moon Journey nods and then approaches Lu Shou with a respectful bow. Your Flowers and Moon Journey wishes to join Evil Sky Pavilion and and seeks the old senior's protection. Lu Shou doesn't look at her, but speaks calmly. You are not yet qualified. Flowers and Moon Journey realizes she needs to do something, so she raises her arm. In a forceful energy-formed bow, an arrow materializes in her palm, with an energy arrow appearing between her left index and middle finger, shooting off and accurately hitting a bird outside at a diagonally piercing angle. This is the first time anyone has seen the ability to condense force into a weapon with bare hands. However, Lu Shou still shakes his head, too weak. Feeling somewhat unconvinced, Flowers and Moon Journey requests, please lend me a weapon to use. After saying this, she picks up the azure fall bow handed to her by Lu Shou and goes to the edge of Skylark Tower. With the bow in hand, her eyes are determined, her demeanor composed, and her confidence restored. This time, she uses her right hand to draw the string, condensing energy into an even sharper, finer, clearer, forceful energy mounted on the azure fall bow. As a god archer, one must not only have precise archery skills, but also excellent vision. Wherever the eye sees is the target. With the release of her hand gesture, a dozen arrows are fired simultaneously. All hit the target. Jian can't help but applaud. Good, very good shooting. Disciples look at him as if he's a fool. Lu Shou casually takes back the azure fall bow and speaks calmly. True archery is honed on the battlefield. You have talent, but lack the edge. Wanting to join Evil Sky Pavilion, you're still far off. After saying this, he looks towards Jian. Considering you've retrieved an azure fall fragment, I won't hold this against you. Don't forget our agreement. Then he leaps off Skylark Tower, with Whitezerd coming to carry him, and Lil Yuan understandingly jumps onto Whitezerd's back as well. Watching the two of them leave, Ming Shirin and Duan Mushing shake their heads helplessly. Looks like we have to fly ourselves again. So tired at heart, Flowers and Moon Journey is stunned, unsure of what to do next. Jian pulls her, signaling to hurry and follow. You have nowhere else to go. Remember what I said. The palace can't accommodate you. Luo Sect can't accommodate you, and the famous righteous sects of the world can't accommodate you. Only Evil Sky Pavilion can. Flowers and Moon Journey nods in agreement, ready to chase after them immediately. However, Ming Shirin glances back at her. Our master already said, you're not yet qualified to join Evil Sky Pavilion. Flowers and Moon Journey gathers her courage to reply, I will prove that I am. Meanwhile, Whitezerd is very fast, leaving Ming Shirin and the others behind in the blink of an eye. Passing a mountain forest, the sharp-eyed Lil Yuan points down. Master, what's that? Isn't that the flying chariot that delivered gifts to me on Skylark Tower? Could the seventh brother be there too? Recalling the events of the past few days, Lu Shou bellows angrily. Wicked disciple, run! Thinking of running, thunderous energy. Target, flying chariot. Lu Shou immediately tears a talisman, and in the next second, a vortex appears in midair, from which a thick bolt of lightning strikes directly onto the flying chariot. With a loud boom, the flying chariot is torn apart, scattering into pieces from the sky. Flowers and Moon Journey, following from a distance, stands frozen in place at the scene. She thought she could understand Lu Shou's methods of capturing the thief in sand, given her limited experience, but this display of thunderous energy, capable of startling the heavens and moving spirits, especially from such a distance, made her own multiple arrow shots seem rather petty. Ming Shirin and Duan Mushing enjoy the spectacle from the side. When our master gets angry, who could withstand it? If the seventh disciple was on the flying chariot, he probably couldn't escape. Old seventh really played himself this time. As the flying chariot falls, some high-level cultivators panic and flee in all directions. Lu Shou's angry voice echoes around. Wicked disciple, show yourself immediately. This trip to Skylark Tower may not have earned any merit points, but capturing old seventh would make it worthwhile. Seeing his figure, the fleeing cultivators are terrified. The cult leader has repeatedly warned to stay away from Ji Tiandao and not to harbor any thoughts of resistance. This has almost become an iron wall within the dark net cult. Their only thought now is to flee for their lives. Lower-level cultivators can only emit simple forceful energy shields to fall, while those above the Brahma Sea realm can descend slowly by controlling their flight. Lu Shou's gaze sweeps over the cultivators, none of whom are above the divine court realm. Old seventh Xie Yan, having obtained the peacock feather and completed the great compassion ode, must have already entered the nascent divinity tribulation realm. Otherwise, it would be impossible for someone from merely divine court realm to assume the position of cult leader. Old seventh's absence means Xie Yan is not among them. Lil Yuan. Okay, after Lil Yuan beats up the group of cultivators, she uses the Brahma heaven silk to tie them together. Master, should I keep beating them until they disclose the whereabouts of the seventh brother? Lu Shou, waving his hand, approaches the cultivators. I will ask all the questions once, and if a single answer is wrong, you will bear the consequences. The group of cultivators shivers, facing the first great demon of the world, who is also the cult leader's master. Lu Shou asks, where's Xie Yan now? Old senior, we are just following orders. The cult leader has always been elusive, and we really don't know. Then why are you hiding here? The cult leader ordered us to observe the situation after delivering the gifts to Mr. Ninth. So, it seems the affair with Yunsan was orchestrated by Xie Yan. What exactly is his true intention? Lu Shou ponders. Ming Shirin approaches with a salute. Master, old seventh has gone too far this time, daring to set up a scheme behind Evil Sky Pavilion's back. I'm willing to stay behind to track down old seventh and vow to capture him. Lu Shou shakes his head after listening. You're probably not a match for old seventh. It's not just about cultivation. In terms of cunning, Ming Shirin only plays with small tricks. Hearing this, Ming Shirin's face shows disagreement. Who's stronger isn't certain yet. Then, Duan Mushing walks over and pats his shoulder. Fourth junior brother has improved a lot recently. In our sparring sessions, I've noticed he's become much more resilient than before. Ming Shirin raises an eyebrow. Why does that sound a bit odd? Lu Shou ignores them and turns to the tied-up dark net disciples. Go back and tell your cult leader. If he knows he's wrong, he should come in person. Seeing his master about to leave, Ming Shirin quickly suggests. Disciple thinks, why not tie them all up on the mountain and kill one every day? If old seventh values friendship and righteousness, maybe he'll show up. Lu Shou doesn't bother to respond. If things were that simple, he would have already disciplined all his disciples by now. Why would it have dragged until now? The dark net disciples, frightened by Ming Shirin's threat, beg for mercy. Please spare our lives. We're just paid to do a job. We've never even seen the cult leader's face. Please, old senior, spare us. My wife, whom I haven't seen in 3 years, is pregnant, and I'm going to be a father. Duan Mushing is puzzled. Paid to do a job. Ming Shirin nods and explains. The real dark net isn't made up of specific gang members, but it's spread across every corner. They could be fishermen, cooks, or even high-ranked officials in the palace. Since its establishment, dark net has offended many. How could they possibly gather all their followers in one place, making it easy for them to be caught all at once? Little Yuaner's eyes light up. The seventh brother is so smart. No, so cunning. After glancing at Ming Shirin, Lu Shou jumps onto Whitezerd's back. Since that's the case, this matter is handed over to you. After speaking, he continues flying towards the direction of Anyang with Lil Yuaner and Duan Mushing. Ming Shirin stands still, looking frustrated, and slaps himself. That's for talking too much. The surviving cultivators curiously look at him. Slapping himself? That's harsh. Well, he's a demon after all. Some bad habits are understandable. After slapping himself, he turns to the group of dark net disciples. I'm in a bad mood, so you'll have to bear the brunt of it. Then he immediately uses vines to wrap them up. The Akigahara grows wildly, tossing and turning as screams echo throughout the mountain. Flowers and Moon Journey watches the scene from a distance, feeling uneasy and dares not get closer. Was the third prince deceiving me? Didn't he say that the demons of Evil Sky Pavilion aren't that terrible? Ming Shirin's temper is unpredictable, and he even seems a bit out of control. She thinks for a moment, looking at the departing Duan Mushing. Still, Mr. 3 seems most normal. Meanwhile, at the Mount Tranquility Underworld sect headquarters, Yushin Hai says to Xie Yan in the main hall, seventh junior brother, aren't you afraid that our master will be angry with you for this? Xie Yan smiles slightly. Big brother, the chaos in the city has nothing to do with me. I just passed along a message. If master is angry, then let me be angry. Yushin Hai stands up from the seat. Junior brother, I've always been curious. What kind of sonic power constantly impelled before great protectors? If even big brother doesn't know, then I know even less. However, our master has lived for 1,000 years. It's normal for him to have some life-saving measures. Even the top 10 masters couldn't do much against him in their consecutive attacks. That makes sense. Hearing that the cloud-piercing flying chariot appeared again at Tansy Town and defeated the 10 sorcerers' ancestors' great formation. In your opinion, what does master intend by this? Yushin Hai laughs. According to him, at his age, he should stay in Evil Sky Pavilion, conserve his strength, and live comfortably in his later years. He is so high-profile does not seem rational. Xie Yan nods. Indeed, dark net is spread across the world. The only place without my power is Evil Sky Pavilion. It's hard to judge without insiders in Evil Sky Pavilion. Big brother need not worry. Master's involvement in the IMSB chaos was probably unintentional. His real target is still insane. Yushin Hai acts in surprise. Even if think I would take action against Wei Shui, junior brother Xie Wei laughs. Big brother, you misunderstand. Analyzing various factors, you have the most motive to act against Wei Shui. With Wei Shui's death, even if the great flame is in chaos, the royal family will surely face power struggle. As long as the emperor is still alive, these 5 princes won't be able to cause much trouble. Big brother has always been prudent and would never make such a low-level mistake. Yushin Hai laughs in response. I quite agree with your words. Xie Wei says. Big brother flatters me. Junior brother, for the so-called azure fall fragment. Master did not hesitate to lead Evil Sky Pavilion. You know what is so special about this item? Xie Wei shakes his head. The azure fall fragment easily up with forceful energy shields and also serves as the best material for forging heavenly grade weapons. Besides that, there's nothing special about it. It's clear that this is unreasonable. If there's nothing special about it, why would Evil Sky Pavilion go through so much trouble to find the azure fall fragment? Unfortunately, we cannot get information from Evil Sky Pavilion and can only speculate wildly. Soon, watch Chong Yan, the chief the tragic hall enters the underworld sect's main hall leader. The situation in Anyan has been clarified. The one impersonating the underworld sect was the leader of the clarity sect, Machi. Hearing this news, smiles appear on their lips, seemingly not surprised. Xie Yan, it's a salute. Congratulations, big brother. This is the godsend opportunity. Yushin Hashi with the wave of his hands command firmly. Send the order. Take down clarity sect within a month. Watch Yang quickly salutes. As ordered, will not fail on fierce expectations. And will surely take down clarity sect within a month. The leader of clarity sect, Machi, has been seriously injured, and the clarity sect master Pan Lydian is missing. Losing only a 7 weeks mastery Wangi with the capabilities of 4 great protectors. Taking down clarity sect is just a matter of time. Yushin Hai has been waiting for such a great opportunity. According to the previous strength of the underworld sect, they could also forcibly take down clarity sect, but the cost would be too high. However, Yushin Hai is not a reckless person. No one knows where Pan Lydian is. Rumor has it that Pan Lydian and Fan Xiu of the Black Cavalry belong to the same area and left clarity sect for unknown reasons to wander around. Some have seen Pan Lydian in the Misty Sea, while others spotted him heading towards the northern frontier. Without a doubt, Pan Lydian is the oldest master of clarity sect. Throughout his adventures, Yushin Hai has always wished for a worthy opponent, only second junior above your genre, and he hopes Pan Lydian could be such an opponent, of course, excluding the master. Meanwhile, after allowing little wonder to say goodbye to the G family, Lu Zhou directly returned to Evil Sky Pavilion. To make fair Anyan, he had exhausted all the extraordinary powers of heavenly writing, so he chose to go into seclusion to thoroughly comprehend heavenly writing. He currently has 14,170 merit points left. If it weren't for Ming Shireen and one killing 4 imposters, this trip would have likely been more costly, considering the expense of using the thunderous energy card to crush the blind period. Having this much left is still acceptable. Time to stock up on some cards in case the prices go up again. After comprehending heavenly writing, it would be a huge loss. Lu Zhou pushes the system interface and buys 3 lethal strike cards, spending 2,400 points. As expected, the price of lethal strike has risen to 1,000 points each. In other words, killing cultivators below the 4 leaves level is no longer profitable. Impenetrable, which is seldom used, has not increased in price for the time being. Lu Zhou buys 3 cage binding cards, and after the purchase, the original price of 500 rose to 600. Strangely, the price increases seem to follow no pattern. He also replenished 3 vitality healing cards. After stocking up, Lu Zhou checks his remaining merit points, which are now 6,970. With this amount, the dream of purchasing cheap methods unobstructed, valued at 20,000 points, seems far-fetched. Comforting with this batch of cards, at least in the short term, there's no reason to worry about hidden threats or about the fluctuating prices. He then closes the system interface and enters a state of contemplating the heavenly writing. 2 days later, at the foot of Golden Court Mountain, a ragged old beggar arrives. He staggers to a spot dozens of meters away from the barrier, then takes his twig from the wine gourd at his waist and belches loudly. Miss, why are you here? Hearing the question, flowers and moon turning answers emotionlessly. Old man, this is not a place for begging. This is Evil Sky Pavilion. If you value your life, leave now. The old beggar seems unbothered. This is Evil Sky Pavilion. Why are you afraid? Flowers and moon journey looks at the ground. Why should I be afraid? Sooner or later, I will join Evil Sky Pavilion anyway. Hearing this, the old beggar chuckles. Everyone in the world fears Evil Sky Pavilion. Do anything to stay away, yet you're actually eager to join. Flowers and Moon Journey's expression darkens slightly. There's no place for me in the great flame world. She quickly shakes her head. Why am I telling so much to a beggar? You better leave quickly. If someone from the mountain comes down and kills you, don't blame me. The old beggar, appearing indifferent, sits down beside her. Miss, you seem to have a kind face. Let an old man give you a piece of advice. You're not suited for Evil Sky Pavilion. Flowers and Moon Journey moves away from his alcohol breath. What does my joining Evil Sky Pavilion have to do with you? Mind your own business. The old beggar smiles. Miss, talk to an old man. Talk about what? Why do you want to join Evil Sky Pavilion? Flowers and Moon Journey shakes her head helplessly again. I have nowhere else to go. This makes the old beggar think of himself. Does he have anywhere to go? No, he can only wander the world, using the sky as his blanket and the earth as his bed, begging for a living. But she is a young girl. How could she, like this old man, shamelessly wander the world, drifting aimlessly like a rootless weed? He looks up at Evil Sky Pavilion, then instinctively grabs his wine gourd to take a swig, only to find that the gourd is empty. The old beggar shows a look of disappointment. Without wine, life loses its color, becoming dull. On Golden Court Mountain, he wonders if there might be any good wine. I'll go see if they might kindly offer me a sip of wine. With that, he strides towards the barrier of Golden Court Mountain. Flowers and Moon Journey watches this scene in shock. Could it be that he can pass through the barrier of Golden Court Mountain? As she ponders, the old beggar reaches the edge of the barrier and then, with a clang, he is bounced off by the barrier's force, falling to the ground on his knees, and screaming in pain as he clutches his nose and starts rolling on the ground. Flowers and Moon Journey shakes her head at the sight, asking for trouble. Why bother? At that moment, a female cultivator walks out through the barrier. She doesn't pay attention to the old beggar, but looks towards Flowers and Moon Journey.